Hello and welcome back to the channel.
Resident Evil 0.
As you heard there, we'll be playing Resident Evil 0 today, and we'll be doing a retrospective of all the Resident Evil
Midwestern
games,
town in America, Raccoon City,
preparing for
a
the release
solitary
of
island
Village.
far off in the sea, Rockford Island, an island that would become.
We're just going to skip the cutscene. It's going to be a bit of a casual playthrough, and we'll be playing as Rebecca Chambers. And let's continue. So this is going back to the roots of Resident Evil with the zombies, as we're about to be introduced
This
to.
is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that it has set out to test our department, but as of
The man's just having a nap.
when several plans were set out, the local government stepped in and took over.
Better close that mouth. There we go, we're just trapped here for now, but we just want to get rid of this guy.
What just happened? I thought they were dead.
Special little cutscene there. But we will be starting out the game on the Ecliptic Express. A train for, I believe, employees of Umbrella. So the file I just picked up, we won't be reading many of the files unless they contain key pieces of information. But that one was just saying he's been in a lab, he's going to another lab at the Arklay Mountains, but unfortunately he didn't quite reach destination. I really like Resident Evil 0. It did introduce some mechanics. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so it did introduce some mechanics. The main mechanics it did introduce are the ability to drop items and pick them up. So there's no longer a need for a storage box. We can just drop items, leave them, and come back for them later as we need. And the other mechanic of this game is the switching between two characters. So some parts of the game I've actually forgot which way I came now. Yeah, some parts of the game we will be... Yeah, not that way. We will be splitting up with our teammate. Our teammate is Billy Cohen. He was being transported by armed guards to face his execution for killing 23 people. So there he is, Billy. He basically just told us to check it out ourselves because Rebecca wants to be a tough officer on her first mission with Stars. And here we are introduced to the Leech Man, but we don't want to be fighting him. Billy saves us there.
Who is that?
It just teaches you about the switching. We're just going to give Billy some ammo. And we're going to make him leave the knife. But we do still want to be Rebecca here.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll change Billy's costume momentarily. We are just going to be climbing the train. Because it is now moving on its own in the story. So Rebecca obviously missed the health and safety portion of her training, because we're just going to be touching these live cables in the pouring rain. The leech has knocked us down into the adjacent room to where Billy is, but we can't get out because there's something in the keyhole. Hence why we need Billy. So we're just going to be providing Billy with a key. So let's change to Billy. Let's change his costume. Let's have a look what costumes. On this version of the game, you do have the ability to play as Albert Wesker. However, because I've put this on a new system, he's not unlocked. So you need to finish the game. We've picked up the key, and we're just going to make our way back through the train. We're going to hope for we really want a critical hit. So what a critical hit will do is basically one-shot the zombie in the head. So it'll just allow us to conserve ammo. However, we do get quite a lot of ammo on this game. And we can bait zombies by just running into them. But however, because it's such a tight area, we would not be able to get around them. mention we got the key? I can't remember. Did I pick up? I think I did pick up Edward's bullets. So I'm going to throw away the key to the conductor room. When you drop items on the floor, if you have the map, it shows you where those items are and in what room they're in. We shouldn't need a herb here, so we're just going to leave it. Get a rude interruption, just introducing himself as our first boss. But he's going to wait. He's going to wait for a while. Keep us wondering, keep us guessing. So we've just picked up an ice pick. And the ice pick is for the room where Rebecca is, because, as I said, there's something under the keyhole. Or there's something in the keyhole, rather. So, just picked up the hunting rifle, and this will allow us to make short work. There he is. All I had to do is just aim down. Should have moved a bit further back. So we're just gonna stand here, aim down, wait for him to come, and just keep shooting him in the face. This last shot, that should be pretty much him down. If we aim forward, we hit his head. Doesn't do as much damage. He's still got a few active frames when you first kill him. And he has the ability to knock you backwards. So now he's dead. We're going to collect the panel opener. And as it says on the tin, we're going to open a panel. The train section's only short. Kind of introducing you to the mechanics, the enemies you may be facing. And, you know, the movement, things like that. So it's quite short. So that is the only boss we need to face here. But we will be needing some items. And obviously, we need to save Rebecca. So we're going to go back in this little room. And we're going to bestow upon Rebecca her way out. Gotta switch back to Rebecca. Gonna collect these bullets, and we're just gonna pick up the pick. And we're gonna get out of this room. Gonna ignore the burning zombies. Burn, zombie, burn. And we're going to reunite with our favourite convict, Billy. And here's the panel in question. Since we've got our bullets, Rebecca's got some bullets. And we're just going to enter the crawl space. I do have the ability to control both Rebecca and myself in terms of movement. I can't decide what she does with her ammo. So she will automatically fire upon enemies, even if I don't. So you want to take as much of her ammo as possible.
I'll go.
Just going to pull this lever because this game requires a lot of teamwork. Rebecca has the most space in her inventory. And now we've got the hook shot.
Let's go.
The hook shot is something that allows us to reach places otherwise inaccessible for various reasons. Another mechanic I forgot to mention, well, more of an inconvenience, is that some weapons take up 2 slots. So inventory management is important. However, with the ability to drop and pick up, don't do it. So yeah, as I mentioned, he will fire upon anything. But we don't want him to do that. Our first opportunity to use the hook shot. Getting out this window. And this is where we split up again. So once again, Rebecca's doing a bit of train surfing. Maybe jumping through this crack to disturb this fellow here. And we just need the gold box. Oh no.
Ow!
So I think we had to kill him before this cutscene, where there's a lot of leeches outside the room, which prevented it from opening before. Sorry about that. The leashes are quite annoying in the sense that they can crawl up you. I did not mean to go back in here. But this just circles back to where we picked up the ice pick. It's in the same corridor. So let's just get back to our good friend.
This way.
Now we're just going to get off this train. No, stop wasting ammo. So what we want to do is examine this. Gonna give Billy all the ammo. And we're just going to
I'll go.
Okay.
go back in here. While we're in here, we might as well just use this herb as well. Rebecca has the ability to mix herbs. Billy does not. So if we are ever in a desperate need for healing items, we always have Rebecca to do a bit of mixing. Use these two rings on the briefcase, and we're going to collect the card. We won't be on the train for much longer. No, we're just going to throw away this.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely.
So here's Albert
How
Wesker.
far away are you
Albert
from the
Wesker.
nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to.
What happened?
And there goes the soldiers.
This way.
Yeah.
Where the soldiers, unfortunately, they are not carrying any equipment that I can ransack.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
And now we're going to stop the train because it's going to crash.
I'll go over to the
Gonna
back.
make Billy stay behind for one reason and one reason only. I just realised I gave Billy all the so we're going to avoid as much people, as many of them as possible. Completely forgot. So there is a zombie in here, I think. So yeah, just gonna bait as many enemies as possible so I don't have to kill them. This could be problematic. That was lucky. So this is the reason why I wanted to choose Rebecca to go and find the brakes.
Edward! No!
Poor Edward. Turned into a zombie.
Stop! Don't come any closer!
So we're just gonna put him out of his misery. Because he is a teammate, of course. Now that the music's kicked in, you know he's dead. No more Edward. We're heading back to where we got the hook shot. So here's where we need to use the magnetic arm. And this will allow us to operate brake. So we're just going to... Oh, I pressed a button. Fortunately, this one
This
tells
is
you
Rebecca.
the numbers in and out of camera angles. So we're going to work out some maths now. So 11, 16, 22, 28, 30, 1, 2, 3, 3. I'll start the brake. And to try and stop the train from crashing. It didn't work.